What is up, everyone? It's Tyler Shelton. This is Coffee with a Bearded Reviewer. I'm your friendly neighborhood coffee snob. And today, folks, is going to be my Christmas edition to my review show. And what's a better way to talk about a Christmas special that is on Disney Plus, which is Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas. And it stars everyone that is in the Guardians, and it stars a couple other characters that you might all know. But anyways, let's get started with today's video. Let's bring on the bacon. I'm not talking about the smoked bacon. I'm talking about the Kevin Bacon. But he was a very special guest within the entire 40-minute runtime of this short movie. But this felt like it was just a full-on prelude that is going to lead up to Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. It really felt like that you were watching kind of like a 80s, 90s Christmas special. It really felt that way. So I really enjoyed that they kind of incorporated some of like these artistic styles that reminds you so much about like Christmas classics. And I really enjoyed just kind of like the banter between Mantis and Drax. Like, they were more of the bigger stars within the whole story itself, because it was all about them getting Kevin Bacon, and to be a surprise for Star-Lord, because he's always talked about Kevin Bacon in Footloose, where he saved an entire town just by dancing. And that's exactly what he did in Volume 1. Pacing, the timing of it was actually just done so perfectly. It felt like that they got in and out with each character. Like, they give a shining moment to each and every character, which I really enjoyed. I felt like I wanted a little bit more Groot, but every time you see Groot, he's all dancing and having a good time, saying, "I am Groot." But every time you see him, it just makes you smile, it makes you laugh, and he looks kind of like a Chad right now, like, oh, so bulky, strong. And he's got like that meme face. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just probably type down like the Chad meme, and there's just like this picture of this masculine guy who's got like this insane jawline. But that's the Chad that I'm talking about, that Groot reminds me so much of. But aside from that, there's just a lot of great sarcasm. There's a lot of great banter between each characters. But I just loved the underlying story behind this, because it has a lot to do with kind of like how Star-Lord, he grew up most of his life in the galaxy, but he only lived on Earth just as a kid until he got abducted on the year of my birth, and even my wife's birth, 1988. And there's also Gamora, who came from the past up to the present day, so everything that happened from 2014 up to like 2024 or something like that happened in Avengers Endgame. It's like you have a Gamora that has this big gap where she didn't even experience anything with the Guardians, so the Gamora that we now have, it's not there. So it's very upsetting to know that Star-Lord has grown to fall in love with this woman, and she didn't, and this Gamora that we now have, she doesn't know anything. But I think she's just on her own road, just trying to like self-discover and see what her life is like outside of the Guardians and even Thanos. And the whole group is wanting to go like, let's bring Kevin Bacon, but on the way we're gonna have like some of these funny moments on Earth where they get to meet like some cosplayers who are portraying themselves as the Avengers, Steve Rogers, like everyone. Like, you see so many people just go like, "Oh, hey, Drax! Oh, wait, you're the God of War! Selfie!" And they're just keep on giving them a lot of money, and they're all like, "Oh, wow. Us being Guardians, they must know us." But they actually don't. But that's just only to make you think that. I just really loved all these Easter eggs and nods to like previous films, or like possibly even upcoming films, because this is a very self-aware short. But I just loved the overall themes of it, about being family, Christmas. And more importantly is that the biggest takeaway from this whole special was actually Mantis. You actually got to see her be more of a kick-butt superhero, because she can act, because in the comic books, she actually has a very unique power set that we have not really got the chance to see in live action. But you got to see a little hint of it in this one, and I'm hoping that they do much more with her within Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. But her mainline story is the fact that she's actually Star-Lord's half-sister. Because if you actually see in Volume 2 that there was actually one character that actually has the same look of Mantis, so that makes me think that was her mother. But still, she still has the offspring of Ego, Kurt Russell, which is Star-Lord's dad. So I just really loved how everything just kind of like has this roadmap, and it's just going like boom, and it just gives you like this big payoff that Star-Lord has a revelation that he has a sister, and he's like, that's the greatest Christmas gift I have ever gotten, aside from him meeting his childhood hero Kevin Bacon. But I just really loved just the simple themes and just the touching story element about family. I really enjoyed this short movie, and I really hope that we get to see more short movies like this with the Guardians, and even probably for like other properties. I just really enjoyed it. I would actually put this one to probably be like in my top 10 favorite Christmas properties. They did a really good job with this. So I would give this a good 9 out of 10. So that was my review for Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special. And I just want to say thank you so much for watching. If you have not yet done so, please subscribe to my channel, as it really helps me out. Also, press the like button, but don't press the dislike button. That's a bad one. Anyways, keep on drinking coffee, and I will see you guys next time.